And in this video we are going to see about Z transform, and this Z transform is the discrete form of Laplace transform. And definition of this Z transform for two-sided signal, that is x of z is equal to summation of n is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n and z minus n, and here z is equal to e power j omega, where s is equal to j omega and here z is equal to e power j omega. And one-sided Z transform for causal sequence, that is x of n equal to 0 for n less than 0. So for causal sequence x of n is equal to 0 for n less than 0. So this is a causal sequence Z transform that is equal to summation of n is equal to 0 to infinity x of n z power minus n. Similarly, we can find non-causal sequence x of z is equal to n equal to minus infinity to minus 1 x of n z minus n, and here x of n is equal to 0 for n greater than or equal to 0. This is non-causal sequence.
And these are some important Z transform pairs.
Next we see about the properties of Z transform. First one is linearity. Linearity state that x of n is equal to a1 x1 of n plus a2 x2 of n. Then Z transform, that is given as a1 x1 of z plus a2 x2 of z. Next property, time reversal. And time reversal, x of n reversed as x of minus n. So the Z transform also we will get x of z inverse. And next property, scaling. And scaling, a power n x of n z transform becomes x of a inverse z, and this is scaling property of Z transform. Next one is differentiation. So differentiation in frequency domain, that is equal to multiplication of n in time domain, that is n x of n, we will get minus z d x of z divided by dz, or z inverse dx x of z divided by dz inverse. So this is the differentiation property of Z transform. Next one is convolution. So convolution in time domain, that is equal to multiplication in frequency domain. Next one is correlation. So correlation in time domain, that is equal to multiplication of x1 of z into x2 of z inverse. So this is the property of correlation. Next one is initial value theorem. So initial value theorem used to find the initial value by using the expression, that is x of 0 that is equal to limit n tends to 0 in x of n, that is equal to limit mod z tends to infinity x of z. We can find the initial value of this sequence by using this equation. And final value theorem, same, we can find the final value using this expression. This is known as final value theorem. And next important point about this Z transform is region of convergence, ROC. And the condition for ROC is x of z is finite and magnitude of that z greater than 1. And these are the two conditions for finding the region of conversion.
And now we are going to find the Z transform of this equation and also ROC for this sequence. And many questions in previous year they asked from this equation, and we just changed that a and b value. So this is very important equation.
So Z transform of this x3 of n, that is equal to x3 of z equal to x1 of z plus x2 of z, that here is z1 of z is equal to n is equal to 0 to infinity. So first we solve x1 of z, n is equal to 0 to infinity a n u of n, and we know u of n property, that is equal to 1 for n greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for n less than 0. So the condition here is 0 to infinity. We get u of n 1. So this become 1 and z power minus n. So we can write this as n is equal to 0 to infinity a by z whole power n. So from we can write this is equal to 1 by 1 minus a by z, otherwise that is equal to z divided by z minus a. And how to find the ROC of this signal, that is equal to x1 of z, and the condition here is, so the condition here is this x1 of z is infinite, that is x1 of z must less than infinity, and also this is positive, this value must positive value. For that the condition here is only when this z greater than this a value, then only we get this x1 of z less than infinity and also positive. So satisfying this two condition is very important for finding ROC. So this is the ROC of this signal. Similarly, we can find x2 of z, that is equal to summation minus infinity to minus 1, and here this is the u of minus n sequence, which is b of n z power minus n, and we have the equation we can find, that is n is equal to 0 to infinity, that is a sequence only we can and we can find the z transform pair for z is, n is equal to 0 to 1 sequence. So this can be rewritten as summation of n is equal to 1 to infinity b minus n z power n. And also we cannot find this equation, we have to change the 0 to infinity. For that we can rewrite this equation as 0 to infinity b power minus n zn minus 1. So this can be rewritten as infinity z by b the whole power n minus 1. So this will become 1 divided by 1 minus z by b the whole, z by b minus 1. So solving this we will get b divided by b minus z minus 1. So solving this we will get b minus b plus z divided by b minus z. So that is equal to z minus b by z, taking minus outside we will get z divided by z minus b. This z must less than b, so making this term negative, then only negative into negative become positive. So when this z less than b, then only we can find this value as a negative value, and negative into negative become positive. So this is the ROC of this x2 of z sequence. So now entire ROC, that is z, must be less than b and greater than a. So this is the ROC of this sequence x3 of z.